I firmly believe that our animal companions do live on, and they do actually reincarnate. And the beauty of this is they can actually reincarnate several times in our lifetime.
Since 2013, we have been given messages from the spirit world through psychic communication, dreams, and personal experiences, which have been validated through numerous paranormal sessions.
My brother Jonathan
and a group known as the Council of 12 have given us predictions, guidance, and information surrounding everything from ufology, spirituality, to politics and ancient history, all of which we have investigated to the best of our ability. Throughout this quest, your contribution has been vital to our work. So if you find this video useful, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, join the conversation in the comment section below. You are the ones that help us along this journey. We are so grateful for everything you have given us. So join us on our quest into the cutting edge of research, and welcome to the Paranormal Now investigations.
Hi Parapeeps, it's Jared here with another video. And as you may have noticed, there hasn't been a great deal of activity on this channel for the last couple of weeks, and a lot of that has been down to me because I'm the one who edits the videos together, and I've had quite a difficult couple of weeks, and I want to talk to you about this because it's something a lot of people have asked about, especially when we do our more spiritually themed videos and when we have more spiritually themed discussions, and that is our connection with animals. For today's video, I'm going to focus on dogs because dogs are what I know. Since over the last 8 years, since myself and my partner got together and settled down, we've had 2 dogs that have come to us in weird ways, where we've had visions of them, dreams of them, and almost like being told where they're coming from. And this happened with my dog Dave. He was a Labrador Beagle cross, and he was a cheeky little bastard. And I honestly think, I don't know this for certain, but the amount of anxieties and fears this dog had and little quirks this dog had, I kind of believe that he didn't really have the best of lives before he came to us. I can't prove that with any significance, but he was terrified of loud noises. He had so many different personality quirks. He had different bumps and bruises on his body. So it started with a dream where I was just getting ready to take our dog out, but we had 2 dogs, and I only seen the back end of this dog. I only seen the back end, like the tail, and I heard him bark. And about 2 weeks later we seen an ad, and I was like, wow, that's the dog I saw in my dream. And it was from a foster home a couple of miles over the mountain from me. And when we inquired about him, he'd already gone to a different home, and I knew, and there's others around me that knew this dog was coming here, and I kept being told time and time over the course of about 3 weeks, no, this dog is coming here. And about 3 weeks after, we had a phone call. We went over to see him, and it was as if he took to me like straight away. We grew a bond over the course of this 5 years that I've very seldomly had with many, human or animal. And I made certain that he conquered those fears, and it was a very difficult task, and it required some very unconventional thinking. About a year ago, I had a dream where I was walking across a beach. Now, any of you guys who I've done spiritual development with will know that the beach is something I use as a crossing place. It's a place where I either use a beach or a forest, because when I've worked spiritual development, I've worked with a lot of blind and visually impaired people, and I try and combine sensation and sound along with visualization, because it provides a much richer experience, and also if you're working with a blind person, the sight part of it, the visualization part of it, isn't quite enough for that person to sort of understand and for you to take that person on a journey. So I always use a beach, because you can match the rhythm of your breathing, which is what you tend to use a lot when you're doing meditation and opening up to spirit and that sort of thing. You can either use it with the wind blowing through the trees or the ocean. So in this dream I was walking along a beach, and he was veering off, Dave was veering off in a different direction. This is 2019, so this is before the COVID pandemic. And I took him to this house, but where this house is like an alleyway. And a woman met me by the alleyway, and he went down the alleyway, and I said, my brother was stood outside, and I said, will he be taken care of? And he said, yeah, he will. And I woke up the next morning in floods of tears, and it was something. It felt like it was a warning of something. It didn't make sense to me, because normally if it's a passing, another animal would come for him. About 2 weeks ago, Dave started to fall quite ill. I literally took him to a veterinary clinic where they wouldn't let me in to be with him when he passed, which breaks my friggin' heart. What happened was what I saw the year prior.
I've personally had an experience where I was given an animal by spirit, and it's genuine now. My ex-partner at the time had a dog, and I wanted a bit of a man dog. And I was working one night in the trains, and this dog just jumped on my lap, and he wouldn't get off. Very poorly mistreated. He had like burns on him, and he had ribs, like you could tell he'd been broken, it was sticking out. The boy was trying to call him, and he wouldn't get off my lap. And he had two beautiful blue eyes, and he was a bit of a crossbreed, like a bit of a mix. He was loving. And yeah, Nashy boy, old Nash. And I said, how much do you want for him? He said, I want 140. This boy was a bit of a plonker, like. He said, I want 100 odd quid for him. I said, right, meet me on the station that night. So when he turned up, I gave him a tenner and said, here you are, and took the dog. And he was our member of our family for enough 10 years. And oh my God, the memories we have with Nash and the things that dog did. And you know, it brings light to things like the Yulin Chinese festival. And they do cruel things to like make the meat taste better and stuff like that. And it's hard for people who love animals of all sorts, but especially dogs. And it's sick, it is sick. You can't say it's not, it's just beyond, like. And you know, our one culture can treat them like humans, and one culture can treat them with such hate and disregard. Spirit do really place us in the path of things like that to teach us about love, because animals, pets, dogs, cats, any pet really, companion, can teach us a lot about life and love and everything, really, just everything, unconditional, because they don't, it's a different kind of love, it's a different kind of companionship. And Spirit do place us on the path of these things to teach us. And it did happen with my dog Nash. It really did. I think even dreamt about him. And we were blessed to have him for that brief moment in our lives. It's the only, it sounds crazy, as much as I'm against this stuff, it's the only dog I've ever owned in my life that I would have actually got cloned, because we loved him that much. He was such a character, and I know it sounds crazy, the moral conundrum of it, but I think I would have at the time. I was I grieved that bad for him, and my kids did, and my ex did. We grieved.
I was shown in this experience that not only do we choose our pets, I don't like the name pets, as Richard says. We don't choose these companions, they choose us. It's a mutual choice. It's a choice that we both make to go through a period of life and experience that period of life together from our different perspectives. And like any person that I meet that teaches me something new, Dave taught me about fear. He taught me about love. And he taught me about the times that we need to be there to understand things like anxiety, pain. But throughout all that, there is something that makes the both a part of a whole which is greater. I was hoping to get a little bit of validation from the ghost box. This is what I did get. Personally believe, and my life's work is based, especially where the spiritual side of things is concerned, is based on working with the idea that those we love don't walk away, they walk beside us every day. And that is true for our pets. I've seen spirit of animals, and there have been times now since he's gone over the last week where he has come to me. And I have seen him, and he's let me know he's okay. So I firmly believe that our animal companions do live on, and they do actually reincarnate. And the beauty of this is they can actually reincarnate several times in our lifetime, because their lifespan is different. They don't necessarily always come to us in each lifetime, but I have had personal validation that that does happen. I'm so grateful for those experiences, because I realised that having this relationship with Dave helped build my confidence. It helped me with confronting my fears. It helped me with learning to rise above situations that can get hectic and chaotic and stressful, and coming to a reasonable conclusion of how best to work with and help each other.
You know, it says in the Bible that we were made master over the animals. That wasn't to do the things we do to them. It was to teach us a lesson and how to look after the planet, because they do more for the planet than we do. It did really happen. I was given my dog via spirit. It was all done by divine intervention, like the moment of being on that train, the things that led up to it, because I was late, and there was weird circumstances that caused me to be on that train at that time, because I missed the train I was supposed to be on, which was part of my job, which is important, to be on that train and meet him, and for him to turn up that night because of the promise of money and everything else, and you know, for Nash to make that much of an impact on us as a family, like, because he was a bugger. It is, if you've received a pet, or you've been given a pet that you needed or wanted or hoped for, and Spirit have probably had a hand in that, and if you look at the circumstances that led up to that meeting, you'll see they are gifts. They are gifts. We don't see animals like Spirit do. It's very difficult, but I think one day, hopefully, when we become better people, I think we will see animals for what they are and treat them accordingly. So
I just want to end this video. I'd love if you guys would share in the comments below if you've had any pet experiences, spiritual experiences with pets before, during or after the time that you've had them. It'd be lovely to see some of those stories. And thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to do this video because I wanted to do a little bit of a tribute to this point in time. So this is where I am and this is what I'm feeling. And this is the power of our connections. Thanks guys for watching. I'll see you soon in another video. Take care.